somehow we're back for one last time in 2017, and today I'm gonna share with you my favorites of the year. There are quite a few, so I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet. I'm sure I've talked about most of these. Do watch my go-to makeup routine with my Ride or Die products because those are my all-time favorites. However, in this video, I'm gonna mention a few products that I just gotten to know this year. Because I'm me, I'm gonna do skincare and then makeup. I'm gonna have the timestamps below if you want to jump through the skincare. If you're not a skincare lover, I totally get there. But I really love skincare and I really love makeup. Skincare-wise, I have to mention first Tata Harper. You know I love the brand as a whole. I just think they do really amazing products, especially masks and cleansers. My favorite cleanser of theirs is the Purifying cleanser. However, I did get this travel size 50ml of their regenerating cleanser, which I had never really tried, and I really like it for morning. It's super gentle but exfoliating at the same time, and I am just obsessed with it at the moment. Been using it every single day and I just love it. And I also really love their purifying mask. I have yet to try their clarifying mask to kind of know the difference between the two. I think this is more purifying towards clay and the other is more clarifying towards exfoliation, chemical exfoliation, but I do really love the purifying one. It's tiny and so expensive, but it's the gentlest purifying mask I've ever had, even more gentle than the Odacité one, the powder one that I used to love, and I still do love, but this one is a bit more gentler, so if your skin is really sensitive, I would go towards this one just because even on Accutane, this doesn't stink one bit and it doesn't dry out my skin, and I love it. Still in the cleansing kind of area, but putting that aside, I've been obsessed with my FOREO Luna 2. I had the FOREO Luna 1 for sensitive skin, and it didn't have the little nerves that this one has, and so I didn't really connect with it because it just vibrated, and it did give a sort of radiance, but it didn't cleanse my skin as thoroughly as I expected it to, so I kind of just put it aside for a little bit. And then the brand kindly sent me this, and I've just been obsessed with it. I love the little nerves, and it just works really well. It draws out everything. In the first few days, you might notice a little bit of breaking out, but that's like the purge happening. It is real, it is a thing, and this is soft enough to go on my sensitive skin with Accutane. It's just so soft. It just works. I know this sounds like an ad. I'm not being paid. It's not sponsored. They did offer it to me, but honestly, I've been using every single night without a fail, and it's been keeping my skin clearer and just more radiant, like a glow from within sort of thing. The products that have been sent out to me by brands for PR purposes will be with an asterisk down below in the description box, but to be honest, I think I bought most of this. Moving on to toners. So we have two sort of toners. We have the Whamisa Organic Flowers Deep Reach Toner. They have 3 versions of this. They also have the original and the one for oily skin, which is like refreshing. This is my favorite one. It's for dry skin, and at the moment this is the best. It's sort of like the hybrid between a toner and an essence. It's K-Beauty. It's lovely. I had a very generous travel size and I was obsessed with it. So I bought the big one, and damn. On another completely whole spectrum of things, we have the Superdrug Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist, and this has been said to be a dupe to the MAC Fix Plus, except that it has a very coconutty smell. Other than that, it's really good. I carry this in my bag and just do the thing. I mean, it is a strong scent, but I do like the scent, fortunately. But if you have a very sensitive nose, beware of that and kind of try to test it in store. But it's so affordable, and they usually have 3 for 2 or 2 for 1 promos on these type of things, so definitely check it out. It is a sort of dupe to the MAC Fix Plus, I admit that, and it is so much more affordable. Moving on, I do want to give just honorable mention to Sunday Riley and Odacité in general. They're both brands that I absolutely adore, but they're not brands that I've met this year. However, they have 2 hero products that I've used this year a lot. Sunday Riley's is the CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum, which I absolutely adore. It's nearing the end. And the Odacité one is one of their private collection oils. It's a Spring in Tokyo, which is very expensive. They're both like high-end skincare. This more towards natural organic. This more towards like scientific, not so natural organic, but very, very high concentrate ingredients and no fillers, which I like. I have more K-beauty stuff because this year K-beauty really got into my life. And this is the Blithe Pressed Serum Crystal Iceplant. They have 3 pressed serums. They just added a new one that I don't think got to Cult Beauty yet. And this one is the one that's more like gel-like. It's the lightest formula, so it's the one that's usually towards oily and acne-prone skin types. But I just recommend this to everyone. This is amazing. This is the best shit I've ever... It's good. It's just good. If it's in the summer as a moisturizer, in the winter over my like facial oil under a moisturizer, and it's just the most loveliest of textures. Mine just ended. I'm gonna get a new one. I also got the Tundra one to try out, especially because it's winter now, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. But I'm also gonna get a refill on this one because it just really replenishes the skin's hydration. Not even nourishment, it's just like parched skin will just look so beautiful and so glowy and so healthy with it. I am just obsessed. Yes, it's all about that K-beauty transparency thing, very glowing, dewy skin, yes. And the next 2 things are gonna be K-beauty as well. And they're both from the brand called Kicho, which I've mentioned before. I have mentioned first their eye cream. This is my second tub. It's the Phyto Enriched eye cream. It's literally a balm of eye cream that is so thick and nourishing and fatty. And I have really dry under eyes, especially in the winter. It just gets really bad. And they get all patchy and stuff. And you know, first fine lines start to appear. And this is a very heavy duty eye cream to have. It is the bomb. It is hard to get in the UK. But if you can get it in the UK especially, you can get it through my mall box and everything, because there's been a surge of K-beauty websites in America as well. But all links will be down below. If I find this somewhere in the UK, you will know. Best night eye cream ever. And I also really like their Camelia sleeping pack. They also have moisturizer, which I really like as well. But this I feel takes the cake. It comes with a little brush to apply, and you just apply this, you let it sink in. It's not grubby or messy, it's not like oily or anything or greasy. It's just, it sets to a matte sort of finish, and the moisturizer is the same way, so it doesn't, it's not sticky at all, it's not uncomfortable and itchy, because sometimes fatty creams can do that, but this one doesn't, and it's just very nourishing, and it's beautiful for dry skin. I also can't forget to mention the Bioderma Sebium Hydra moisturizing compensating care for acne-prone skin. My dermatologist that put me on Accutane, actually, this was the one thing she recommended to me. I liked her because she was so down to earth with me. She's like, I'm not gonna recommend all those hooky pockies, drying acne things and facial washes. You will wear them whatever the hell you want. I can tell that you know about the business, so, but I do recommend that you try this out because it is really good. I was kind of on the fence trying it out. I know most of this range and it's very drying, and I know this is the moisturizing compensating care, so I thought it would be akin to the Effaclar H within the Effaclar range that is very drying. There's the H one that is very moisturizing and like compensating. So I tried it anyway, and it's so much better than the Effaclar H by La Roche-Posay. I've always used that throughout the years. I've recommended it a lot to a lot of people. It's not bad, it's still a very good product, but this one is even better, and I've been loving it as a like super lightweight but intensely moisturizing hydrating cream. It's worth a mention because it really just blew me away. This is my second package, and I think I'm gonna keep on buying because it's just a very no-nonsense moisturizer if you wanna overcompensate for all of the drying of medication or of topic treatments, but you don't want to clog your pores. This is your guide. We have a perfume that I'm kind of waiting on the full size because I got obsessed with it. So this is the travel size version of the Kat Von D Saint perfume. This just smells amazing. It's just a very floral, light, like sweet but not overly sweet kind of scent. The center one isn't really my cup of tea. It's very musky and strong. Usually I go towards more of these type of scents, but I really like it. I love the packaging of the big size anyway, so I ended up buying the 15 ml, so I'm waiting for that to arrive as well. Basically, I shop a lot and I need help. But this has honestly been my perfume this year. In the body section, I'm not gonna do hair because we'd never leave this place, but in the body section, again, just 2 honorable mentions. I really love the Mamma Mia Time You Rub Oil. This is a brand basically for mummies and pregnant ladies to use, but this is just a very good oil anywhere. I mean, you can use it for stretch marks even if you're not pregnant, or you can use it as I do myself. I don't have stretch marks. This is a very good elasticizing oil. It's just amazing. It smells amazing, smells very aromatherapy-like, and I really like to apply it before bed. It's part of like my nighttime ritual by now, but it is a very lightweight oil that really heavily nourishes the skin. It's not sticky and grubby at all, not greasy. It sinks in super fast, and I still apply a light lotion on top of it. It's working so much better than applying really thick body butters which stick to everything. Also, I have to mention the MV Organics Hand Rescue Cream because this is my favorite hand cream for nighttime before you go into bed. Again, it smells very aromatherapy. The scents are kind of like related in a way, and it's really good. It's the Intense Skin and Cuticle Treatment. It's the heaviest hand cream I own that sinks in. I mean, I'm not gonna say it sinks in super fast. It is a night hand cream, but it isn't too like sticky to stuff. And when it sets down to a sort of matte finish. Now we're moving on to the makeup. I feel like I'm talking so much. I don't even know how much time it went by, but I don't think I want to know. This year, I got even more into makeup. So first we're gonna start with base, and I'm definitely gonna mention the Huda Beauty foundation because this shit has like saved my life. I don't know where I'd be without this foundation. This is the like queen of foundations. Nothing ever that I've ever tried compares to this. It's fucking amazing, especially if you have normal to dry skin. If you have really oily skin, I get why you might not like it. It is a little warm toned, but not too much, so it doesn't look weird on me. I love this. I'm in love with it. I'm gonna marry it. I'm gonna wear this forever. And of course, I couldn't mention that without bringing up the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I was late to this trend, but mainly because this is a contour concealer and I don't contour. And so I really never thought about it other than an under eye concealer. And as an under eye concealer, I just felt like it might be too drying. But as I started applying on my pimples and on my face, and just sometimes as a foundation, because this is a large tube, a little goes a long way. It's just amazing for pimples. It's really good. The shade is also really good. My shade is Fair, and my shade of the Huda Beauty is Milkshake, which are both the lightest ones of their ranges. I am pairing them together now. Like, I mix them and then apply the mixture to my face. But they're both very solid on their own. The Tarte formula is a little bit more dry, and the Huda Beauty formula is a little bit more nourishing. So if you have dry skin, maybe this is a little bit too much for you. Moving on to highlighters. You guys know that one of my favorite highlighters is the Laura Geller Baked Illuminator, Baked Gelato, what is it called? In the shade Peach Glow, although I have many other of their shades. However, this year I got a little bit more adventurous. So first I gotta mention this stick by Sephora, which is the Luminizer to Go and Mist Sparkling. I love it. Super creamy, goes really well under an oval foundation. It is a really good powder highlighter base, or you can wear it on its own for a very subtle glow. It's just very good. I also very recently got acquainted with the Revolution Softla's Nails highlighter palette. This was heavily recommended to me by a blogger friend of mine. If you're Portuguese, you probably know her. Her blog is called Let's Talk About Beauty. I'm gonna link it down below. And she really could not stop raving about this, and now I get why. Honestly, I just mixed them all. It's what I'm wearing today. And it's just a very subtle but powerful, like a glow from within. It's just very beautiful. The texture is beautiful. A super affordable buy. And I really like it. I mean, I'm as shocked as you are. And then we're going to the other extreme of high-end for a very expensive highlighter. And this is the Victoria Beckham Estée Lauder collaboration. They only have one highlighter, I think, but it's called Modern Mercury. And first of all, the whole Victoria Beckham Estée Lauder collaboration was beautiful. And it was beautiful because you could see Victoria Beckham in the collaboration. Some collabs, you can see that it's just a name slapped on a product, but she really I don't know if she was that involved in it, but whoever was involved knew her. Every single product screams Victoria Beckham. I don't know, I wanted to get a lot more of their products, but they're expensive as hell. Beautiful. It is a little bit like bronzy on me, so I apply it when I want that sort of sun-kissed look. It's just it's a little rosy, but not too much. It's a bronzy, coppery color. I'd actually compare this to the Sopha's Nails palette because it's very subtle, like a glow from within. You can build it up and intensify it, but it's just a very, very beautiful, seamless formula. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, if you want to get a like cheap version of this, try this because it's good. But I could not miss mentioning this because look at it. The whole packaging is just heavy. It feels so lush. And just very briefly, I really love the MAC Holiday Edition as well. I know most people were really, really excited about Whisper of Guilt, but the one I loved the most was Show Gold. And it's just really beautiful, and you can't buy it now, so I feel sad to even mention it, but it is really, really beautiful. Not only the packaging, but the product itself as well. You can definitely find dupes, but the packaging is just... I have to mention the Benefit Hoola Light bronzer because it's been my go-to bronzer every single day now. And it smells amazing, kind of like fresh cut roses. It's just beautiful because it's not too warm, it's not too dark, it's not too muddy, it's not too orangey. It's just perfect. It's the perfect shade and it's really, really good. I can pair this with any blush and it just looks beautiful. I can wear it on its own and it looks beautiful. Yes. Going on the eyeshadow palette. So a lot of eyeshadow palettes came out this year. I got a lot of them. I went on an eyeshadow palette kind of craze. So the first one I have to mention is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I don't know, I just really, really, really like it. It's just beautiful. It's just very unique, I think, in terms of texture, different textures, different formulas and finishes. And the shades are just so beautiful and so me. They're very warm, but at the same time, you can add a little twist on it. You have like shade toppers and everything. Definitely on my top 2017. Another one I have to mention is the Nabla Dreamy Eyeshadow Palette. And again, it's just a very unique one. It's very, very cute, very subtle. Every time I'm feeling lazy, I want to do a very wearable look, I gravitate towards it. But you can also do very, very like party heavy looks with it, obviously. But I also want to mention Nabla as a brand. I think Nabla was my favorite makeup brand of 2017. And that's something very heavy and powerful to say. But their limited edition collections are, first of all, amazing. The spring summer one was beautiful, but the holiday collection, the Christmas collection was... I can't even. They are amazing. I think they're trying to make their way to Beauty Bay and that would be amazing because I keep recommending Nabla and people keep saying the shipping from Italy and I know, I feel you. I also want to mention the Zoeva Cafe palette. They've been releasing palettes left and right. I can't keep up. There are so many, so beautiful, but I still think the Cafe one is beautiful. Also because it's very, very unexpected. I mean... I used this in my autumn cherry tutorial and honestly, I feel like I need to give another honorable mention to Subculture by ABH. The release was a shitstorm. Look, I get why this palette was hated on so much. I do. It's not an easy palette to work with. You have to make the palette work for you instead of it doing all the work, but it still is amazing. I still cannot get over the color combination. It had me from the get-go. When I first saw a picture of it, I screenshot it, sent it to my friend Vanessa, and I was like, I'm gonna get this no matter what. Like, I might go broke, I might not eat, but I need that eyeshadow palette because this is so me. It is difficult to work with, but it's so worth it because the shades are so beautiful. They can be a little muddy, they can be really hard to blend, and sometimes even patchy. Like, I get that, but for me the main issue is that the yellows oxidize a lot. Other than that, I make it work for me, and honestly, I want to give it a shout out because I do love the color coordination. Oh, and I do not want to miss mentioning the ColourPop singles. When I got into the singles world, it was all about Makeup Geek, but this year for me was the ColourPop year. And I filled out at least 3, but I've got more. They have amazing, beautiful single eyeshadows, super affordable, super blendable, beautiful. The foiled ones, the dual chrome ones are insane. For example, these are the latest ones. They are beautiful. They're beautiful. They're super blendable, again, super affordable, and I really, really, really like them. Really recommend them. That will segue into my 2 favorite liquid lipsticks of 2017. It's a hard thing to pick, but I think I gravitated towards these 2 the most. One of them is no surprise. This is the Sephora number 33. I love the fuck out of this formula. It's just amazing. It smells good. It applies beautifully like a dream. It's called the Cream Lip Stain, and it is really creamy, but not like overly creamy where you can't properly apply. It's very easy to apply. I love this shade because it's like a nude pale. It's not too pink, it's not too gray, it's not too warm. It's just a perfect shade of nude for me, and it's just beautiful. If you're very fair, this is a shade that I just recommend you get. Just get it. And the other shade is a darker version of that. Warm and neutral and less pinky. It doesn't even have lettering on it. That's how much I use it. The lettering's all gone. And this is ColourPop's Chi. It's really beautiful as well. It pairs well with almost any look. If I'm feeling lazy, just go for an easy look. It's either one of these 2. So, a very last minute addition, I have to mention this Nude Sticks Creators Palette. Created with 6 influencers. I've never tried their mattes, and I actually did a video today swatching this. This is why I'm saying it's a last minute addition. I swatched the 6 of them. Fuck me. These are good. So this is what the palette looks like, and you open it up, you have 6 different colors. I don't want them to fall off, but this is one of their shades is actually by Samantha Ravindal, which I fucking love. All the shades are very, very unique, but her shade actually is like my favorite shade of the box, I think. But they're all so beautiful, different shades of nudes. And if nude lipsticks, if nude matte lipsticks is your thing, then definitely give this a whirl, because they apply like I have never seen any other matte lip pencil apply. You need one swipe, full coverage, completely opaque, a satiny, complete matte. But they're so easy to apply. You can literally apply with your eyes closed and it will still be a good application because they're so easy to... I am mind blown. And that's why, like, if it had been any other product, I wouldn't include it in the favorites because I've only ever got in touch with them today. But I did swatch them and wore one of them for a few hours, and oh my god, they're so comfortable. They're so amazing. It's an inexplicable formula to me. Do get this palette because it's amazing. I do have to mention the L'Oreal Baby Roll Mascara, only because, look, L'Oreal, Telescopic, and I, we go way back, okay? I've been using that mascara since I was in 9th grade. I was 14 when I was first introduced to it by my dance teacher. We no longer speak, because I insulted her, kinda, and she insulted me back. But this is something I will owe to her for the rest of my life. She introduced me to that mascara, and we have been in love ever since. That's 11 years of commitment to one single mascara. And there's not one day that I go by without it that I don't regret it. But this year, my sister actually got this mascara because, in case you don't know, you can't get the Telescopic in Portugal. I don't know why. They had it there before, but they discontinued it there. You can still get it here in the UK, but in Portugal, it's just vanished. So my sister bought this on a whim because she didn't want to wait for the shipping and anything. So this is the Miss Baby Roll. Look, I tried a lot of L'Oreal mascaras to try to fill the void back in Portugal of the Telescopic one. I always ended up ordering the Telescopic, but the Baby Roll is a really, really close second. It's a little lighter than the Telescopic one. The Telescopic is more intense and a lot more product comes out. So this is the one I go to now when I'm doing a very simple look, and this is the one I go to instead of going to the Telescopic one, because the Telescopic one is amazing, but it's one that you have to spend a little time on. So if I want something done quick and just a little like very simple makeup look to get out of the house. And finally, we're heading off to the last product, and I hope I haven't bored you to death. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you so much! Comment down below with this emoji if you're still here by this time. Regarding tools, I've always used the Beauty Blender. It's been amazing. It's never failed me. I still use it. But when I ordered the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer off QVC, it came with this little blender sponge, and it's called the Quickie Blender Sponge, I think. This is the closest thing to a beauty blender I've seen, and it's really, really good. And I've been using it because this was so good. I didn't feel the need to go out and buy a beauty blender as a rush. So I'm gonna wear this out until it dies because it is as good as a beauty blender. It is very, very good, in case you were wondering. I don't know about prices, which one is cheaper. In the UK, probably the beauty blender, because this is hassle to have. If you're buying from QVC and you think, yeah, I'm not gonna use that sponge, think again. You're gonna use it. And finally, I have two brushes that I need to talk about. I usually always go for sponge anyway, but if I am in a brush mood, which is not often and it's not with every single product, but if it happens, my favorite foundation brush at the moment is the Bare Minerals Luxe Performance Foundation. As you may have seen from my previous foundation reviews, I've always been using this on one side. I didn't expect much from the shape of it, but it just works. It packs everything in and it leaves a flawless finish. Not as flawless as a blender, but as close as you can get with a brush, in my experience, from all the brushes I tried. For my under eye concealer, I honestly have been loving the Zoeva 117 Petite Defined Buffer. Honestly, beautiful. I think this even mimics the blender. It's just very easy to use. It fits right in under your eye, and it's just amazing. It's very good. Like it, love it. Okay, so I'm completely different today just because I forgot to mention something yesterday while I was filming the favorites that I just could not let it slip by. I'm sure I forgot other things, but I have to talk about the Dermalogica. Like, first of all, Dermalogica as a whole range, I've only got to know their brand this year. I have not met one of their products that I didn't like. They're all super duper gentle for sensitive skin, and they're really, really effective and to the point. They're a bit of like a no-nonsense brand that works really well. I don't know how else to explain but that. And the one that I'm gonna mention is specifically this one because I think this one has been my favorite this year, and it's their Pre-Cleanse Balm. It's a new launch, fairly new, and I've been using it every single day, and I love like makeup removing balms, but this one I've been gravitating towards it a lot more, and I really, really like it. I do recommend it. Dermalogica as a whole is a really, really exciting brand. I really like their ultra calming range for sensitive skin. That's just all I wanted to say. That's pretty much it for today. I've chatted a lot. This was an amazing year makeup wise. I hope 2018 is even bigger and better, and even in the channel I'll do even bigger and better things. Here's hoping. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Don't forget to click the bell button so you know every single time I'm uploading. See you in the next one. Bye!